daddy, tell him 25 got it. Call daddy, tell him 25 got it. Call daddy, tell him 25
What's good, everybody? Happy Monday. I'm sorry I'm late. Listen, I didn't know I had lost track of the time and I had to go light my incense. But we here. Y'all, we are here to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 16, episode 3. And the name of the episode is called High Notes and Cheap Shots. It was an okay episode. They kind of giving us, girls who think they girls and we don't really need to see. I'm not here for Brit. I don't really see it for Shamia, Shamina like that. Flavor, whatever y'all want to call her. I don't really see it for some of these girls like that. I honestly don't, and it's hard for me to try to. But I am trying and I'm making an effort. You know what I'm saying? So, look, we're going to review the show. We're going to talk about it. And if I get done in time, I'm going to drop the link. But we won't be here all day. And, we're going to have to talk about a topic or a topic or two. Because when y'all come up, everybody can't review the show. I feel like that's what's going on. Everybody want to come up and review the show after I already reviewed it. We won't be up here all day. Okay? But before we get started, let's see who in here. And then we're going to talk. Okay? What's good, Trinkin? He said, when I saw No Shame, Shamina admit to being Flavor Flav for Halloween. Oh, of course we got to. Mary Jane's Baby, what's good? Malia, Magaline, Richie B, what's good? Wizard, True and Blue, what's good? Miss Lovely T, what's good? Rob J in the City, what's good? I think Shamina thinks that she's that girl. She ain't that girl. And I can already show. Listen, with this thing with Porsha, this is what I'm telling y'all. When beef happens, it has to be a beef like Shamina versus Porsha, because this is a real friendship that broke up. And if I'm being honest with y'all, I can see it from all sides. This is going to be good reality TV, the breakup of this friendship, because I'm fair. And I see fault on both ends. And I saw everything I needed to know when Miss Diane popped on the screen last night. Tanya, what's good? Happy Monday, everybody. Tell Shamina to stop shucking and jiving. I know that's right. B. Marie Dollar Sign, what's good? GG, what's good? Eno Ziegler, what's good? Summer Sunshine, Lady Z, what's good? Apple Charm, S Lover, what's good? Ray J, what's good? I missed the season 9 and 10 theme song. This new theme song is nice for this trap beat down, the strings, brass, and woodwinds. I like to hear. Look, I gotta really listen to it again. Miss Bella, what's good? C. Backus, what's good? Nakira, what's good? Everybody smoking and waiting to hear from one of my faves. Oh, thank you so much. Listen, I be want to, but I told God, listen, I can't do it no more. Sir, what's good? I had a great weekend. I can't explain. Londo, what's good? Mary Jane's Baby, what's good? Kelly don't need any more fillers in the top lip. Ooh. Miss Paul, what's good? Tanisi J, Jamaica Sweet, Rhonda Phillips. Tara Clark, Chelsea B, Lyrics Mom. Now, good boy, Mrs. Oakley is giving TS on this picture. I think that they messed up. Y'all give TS to everything now. I will say this though. Y'all give TS to everything. Now, I don't really get TS. But listen, I think that if y'all sensitive, y'all need to leave, because we got a lot of stuff that we got to talk about on this episode, and it's a lot of stuff that we got to talk about regarding the kids. You know what I'm saying? And I really and I'm not trying to come for people's kids, but it's each one teach one. And I got serious questions about some, what I'm saying? About some stuff that I see going on. And I just got real questions about what we seeing and what we diagnosing the kids and stuff with. I got real questions that need to be answered, and I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to have to, let's just keep it real. Chanelica Bettycourt, thank you for the super chart. Chat. He said, Chanelica said, you better regulate. Regulator! Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Is Kelly a little person? She's super short. My God, today. Okay. So again, y'all, we are here to review the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 16, episode 3, and the name of the episode is called High Notes and Cheap Shots. Okay. Now the episode started off with Brit. Okay. I'm not here for Brit. I'm not here for Brit. It takes some of y'all time to catch up. But I can immediately see when I see a certain person on the screen or when I meet a certain person in person, when I meet certain people in person, I can automatically tell you I don't like them. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. And that's what I felt about Brit. I felt that about Brit ever since I saw Brit show up on my screen. I've been telling y'all since episode 1, I don't like them. It had nothing to do with the stuff with her in Kenya. It's just her attitude and the way that she acts. Okay? Now, Brit tells us that she was a huge video vixen in high school.
Bitch, you're lying.
Okay? Girl, you was not no huge video vixen. And I could confidently say, I don't even think that she was a video vixen at all in high school. Now, have she done a music video or two? Maybe, but she was not a video vixen. You know, and it's we would know her by name if she was a video vixen. This is equivalent to when y'all say that when y'all get it mixed between a model and a supermodel. When we talk about Cynthia Bailey, she was not a supermodel. Cynthia Bailey did work in the 90s and she was a model in the 90s. I don't care how many pictures she took with Tyra. She was not a supermodel, baby. Cynthia Bailey was not known by first and last name by the masses before she got on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and some people still don't know her by her first last name. Now, was she a working model? I will give her that, but she was not no supermodel. Brit was not no video vixen. She probably did a video or two, and they don't even show us, like, usually when they say, remember when Robin was on the Real Housewives of Potomac, she said that she did a video, and she was in a P. Diddy video back in the day. This was before the stuff with Cassie went down, right? So need to say Cynthia Bailey was a successful model, but not a supermodel. She was a model. Okay. But you know, I just feel like when we talk about video vixens, you know, we're talking about the Melissa Fords, the Corinne Stephans, aka Superhead. You know what I'm saying? The Buffy the Bodies, the Gloria Velez's. You know, even some people will consider, you know, Black China, Amber Rose. Those were the video vixens of the days when we was like in our early to late 20s, early 20s, early to mid 20s. You know, it was Black China, Amber Rose. Brit was never that girl like that. She was not a video vixen. So we got to stop putting that on them. Okay. She said that she couldn't see herself in a long-term relationship with athletes and rappers. That's because girls like you they came a dime a dozen, girl. You didn't impress them. So you had to go and find somebody that you can impress. That's all it was. It wasn't that you couldn't see yourself in a relationship with them long term. They didn't see you. It was a fast life for you, and you came a dime a dozen. Okay, you needed somebody who, what people say, you know how the old people say, find you somebody that's in love with you more than you in love with them. You went to go get you somebody that you could impress. Okay. The in-laws came over. She told them that she met the girls, and she specifically told them that she made it a point to mention Kenya. Okay. Now, she said that she lost her daddy in 2015, that he had a $2 million policy for her mother, but her mama didn't get it because her daddy was transitioning between jobs at the time, which is why she launched her insurance agency because she had to start a GoFundMe when her daddy passed away.
I don't know. Take what you want from that. That's what he said.
All right.
I love the faces.
So you mean to tell me a video vixen? A video vixen, daddy passed away, and she had to go and sell fish plates? Girl, you was not that girl like that, like you trying to claim that you were. These people get on this show and they try to act like they was this and they was that, they was this, they was that. Girl, if your daddy passed away and y'all had to sell fish plates to bury him, you was not that girl. You was not that girl. And she said, GoFundMe. I'm going to say, because at Fish Plates, it's at least Fish Plates is better than a GoFundMe. A GoFundMe is just somebody begging for money. A Fish Plates, at least they'll give you some fish and a couple of pieces of lettuce and you throw some ranch dressing on top of the lettuce and say it's a salad or something like that, girl. I know regular people that if somebody passed away right now, they ain't about to sell no fish plates. They just gonna do what they can to put some stuff together. You had to sell some fish plates to bury your daddy? Girl gone. Girl gone. I can't take it. Thank you for the super chat, Q. He say Flavor Flav still not that girl to let your sister come on TV like that. I'm sick of people letting their family get on TV and looking like anything. Thank you for the super chat, Q, the content guy. I appreciate it. What's good, House of Prince? She say 10K for a funeral and you couldn't sell no puss for the burial. I thought you dated the baller, girl. Right, House of Princess? You still supposed to be able to, if you dated a baller, you still supposed to be able to call them and cry a little bit to them and tell them, you know, I need some money for this. My daddy died. We can't bury your daddy? You had to sell fish plates? Or you was bad? You had to set up a GoFundMe to throw some dirt on your daddy's face? Girl, please. Look, this ain't that girl, okay? She ain't that girl, she lying. Okay? She said that she launched her insurance agency with her sisters. She said that she ended up selling the company and it affected her relationship with her sisters. Okay? That's all she had. Okay? Next, we got Porsha and Kelly. Okay? Now, things have been real rocky between Porsha and Kelly since they've been on the show. Okay? Now, Porsha arrived at the restaurant first and she had already ordered her a drink. Okay? Now, when Kelly got there, Kelly said that she didn't know if she was going to drink. Meaning, girl, I done watched this show a couple of seasons and you know what I'm saying? I know you like to pop off, so I need to be alert. I need to be alert in case some stuff go down because if you nuck, I'm going to buck.
I know that's right. I know that's right, bitch.
I need to be alert. I need to be alert. Because for all I know, you got Kool-Aid in your drink and you probably going to try to attack me. Kelly is a girl that's really giving me that she really done been through some things. Kelly is showing me that she really been through some things and it all goes by how a person moves. She gives me that she's a girl who moves a certain type of way. A fool, Cynthia Bailey would have came over there and just got to drinking with Porsha. Drew would have came over there and would have just started drinking with Porsha. Drew don't know that she in danger. You know what I'm saying? Drew give me, she don't know when she's in danger or not. Kelly know I'm in danger. This girl was sleeping in closets. You know what I'm saying? She didn't know that she was in danger or not, okay? So she, basically, they're discussing what happened with Shamia when they went and had dinner, okay? Shamia said that Porsha was going through a divorce. Kelly said that she probably shouldn't have took that man's husband. Or she probably shouldn't have took that girl's man, okay? Now, Kelly was like, I could guarantee you it didn't go down like that.
Natalie, don't water it down.
You watering it down, Kelly. I like you, mama, but you watering it down. You backpedaled a little bit. You making it seem like you asked Shamia, like, girl, tell me why did she take that girl's man? That's what she said. That's not what she said. That's not what she said. And you made it seem like that you asked her, girl, tell me why she took that girl's man, and they showed they rolled the beautiful beam footage, and what you said was, girl, she probably shouldn't have took that girl's man. Okay? And Shamia told you that's the question that you need to ask her when you see her. Okay? So Porsha is saying, look, I don't believe that Shamia told her to ask me this at her birthday party. Why would she set me up to be ambushed? You know? And I ain't take it like that. And this is why I don't like people to speak on me when I'm, you know what I'm saying, outside of my presence. Kelly had a little bit more chip on her deal, if we being real. She had more to say than what she's saying at this table, okay? She was talking about overlaps and she was recanting stuff that she said that she read from the blogs. And Shamia was basically saying, girl, you can't believe what's on the blogs. And you saying stuff like you know for fact, and it's not for fact. So maybe when you see her, you can talk to her about it. Because like my auntie, shout out to my auntie say, can't nobody tell you more about a bitch than a bitch herself. So If you got some stuff that you need to ask Porsha and some stuff that you need to say about Porsha, you want to ask her about it, ask her. Don't ask me. I don't know. But since you reading the blogs and stuff and she in this circle, why don't you go and tell her? Am I tripping? I feel like that they lying on Shamia. But I feel like I don't think that Shamia set Porsha up to be ambushed, but I don't think that Kelli is telling the truth, and she ain't got as much chip on her dip that she had that first when she asked about it, or when she talked to Porsha when she asked Porsha initially. That's just how I feel. She ain't got the same energy that she had. Now she did give me, you know what I'm saying, the energy that first night, but now I feel like she back and she tucking her tail a little bit. Okay. That's just me. Maybe y'all disagree. Let me know. Put a 3 in the chat if you agree with me. I don't know. That's just me. Okay. Now I do believe that Shamia could have just told the girls that Porsha was gonna be at the party. You know what I'm saying? She did not have to say that Porsha was going through a divorce. And I only say that because how Porsha and Simon got together, how she got him, how she married him, it was a little scandalous. And with Shamia already knowing that and putting that out there, like, oh, she going through a divorce, of course, people are going to drag her about it. So when you say she going through a divorce, it's almost like you trying to get the temperature of the room to see what is going on. What I'm telling y'all is, if I'm Porsha, I wouldn't appreciate it.
I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying at all.
To me, it was a setup. To me, I feel like she was kind of setting Porsha up a little bit by saying, Porsha gonna be at the party and she going through a divorce. You ain't got to let them know all that. You could have just said Porsha was coming to the party. That's just me. Do y'all feel what I'm saying? I just feel like she could have just said, you know what I'm saying, Porsha gonna be at the party. You didn't have to say Porsha gonna be at the party. She going through a divorce. She going between her baby daddy and all of this. And you know what I'm saying? Thank you, Tia Bill. She's setting it up for chatter. She's setting it up for chatter. Yeah, you ain't gotta discuss me like that. And cause you trying to play the good thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. The good friend, I don't know. Okay. Let me see. Everybody in Atlanta knew that they was going through a divorce. Hell, the internet knew before Simon did. Well, Paula, if that's the case, then Shamia didn't have to bring it up at the table. She didn't have to. If everybody in Atlanta knew that she was going through a divorce, Shamia didn't have to bring it up at the table. Okay? So after they kind of cleared the air, Kelli felt comfortable enough to drink in front of Porsha. I still don't know if I would have been over there drinking in front of Porsha. Because the last time we seen Porsha in a group of women and she was drinking, baby, she said, one of you bitches eat me tonight. So I don't know. Okay. Next we got Drew. Drew is in the studio. Okay. Now that song that Drew was singing in the studio, it sounded really good. It's called Love for a Minute. It sounded really, really good. I'm a R&B head. So I seen that Drew album came out or whatever, and I started listening to it. I ain't finished it, but it's better than I thought that it would be. You know what I'm saying? Angela, Kenya, and Cynthia joined her in the studio. Now, I didn't have my contacts in last night. Am I tripping, or did I see Cynthia Bailey with a Dallas, Texas shag on her head? Did Cynthia have on a Dallas, Texas shag wig on her head? My God. I hadn't seen a Dallas, Texas. I hadn't seen a shag since I was in college. I remember when Britney first got sick. When Britney Spears first got sick, Britney had wore Dallas, Texas shag for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But that's what the people from Dallas used to wear when I was in college, whatever. But I think that she pulled it off. I think that Cynthia pulled it off. She looked good with it. Looked cute on her. I will give it up. I will give her that. It did look cute on Cynthia. Okay. Angela said that she met Charles in their building, and they've been rocking together ever since. She had the people at the front desk watching the concierge. Y'all know I used to work concierge, and I got some crazy stories about concierge, but I would have never told Angela anything that I saw Charles doing, because usually when stuff like that happen and people talk to the same people, they will throw you under the bus. They will throw you under the bus. And when you work in concierge, you got to keep it professional, because at the end of the day, these people got to come home. And if they don't feel comfortable coming home because you there and you don't want to told somebody on the 11th floor that you saw the nigga on the 20th floor somewhere, you can get fired, because these people have to be comfortable. And Angela give me the type that she gonna say exactly what she got it. Well, the people already know. They gonna already know. Okay? Dennis was supposed to be at the studio. He wasn't at the studio. He is the executive producer on the album. Okay? I knew last episode that Dennis wasn't going to be on this show with Drew because Porsha made her demand. When Porsha threw the monkey wrench in the plans last week and she said, all I got is me, I knew that he wasn't going to be on the show no more. I think that whether most people like it or not, that they kind of respect what Porsha is saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't see a difference in Porsha asking Dennis not to film with Drew. I see that as like Sheree and Giselle asking Bob and what's his name? Pastor Holy Whore. I can't think of his name. Jamal to be on the show. Like, if this show is going to help put money in my baby mama's pocket so that she can help take care of our children, why would I not do it? Right? And so if this money is going to help, this is Portia's main source of income. And if this money that she gets from this show is going to help her take better care of our daughter and me not being on this show with Drew will help her or take, you know what I'm saying? Take ease, have a good season for her, you know what I'm saying? Or not cause any difficulties for her or make it hectic for her, then I'll do it. I just feel like that people don't like Porsha and they don't see it that way. But if I can make her filming this show a breeze where she ain't crashing out and she can still bring that money home to help take care of my baby, then I will do it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't film, is what I'm saying. I would do what she asked me to do. She said that she texted Porsha about the situation. That she texted Dennis about the situation, that they don't talk on the phone. And then Bravo ended up showing a clip of Drew talking on the phone to Dennis.
See, that's a dirty ass bitch right there.
And that alone showed me that Drew ain't no good. And she had malicious intent in filming with Dennis. And she was going to try to use that to try to get advantage. She was going to use that to try to make it look like something with Porsha. I really do believe that. All she do is lie. She dirty. She knew what she was doing. Oh, he's my rock. He's my soldier. He's the reason why I get out of bed in the morning, Porsha. And it's just been so hard for me. All of that, she be playing games. Okay? Drew said that she feel like there has been a lot of attacks on her ever since she's been in the group. And Kenya told her, girl, you can't play the victim. A lot of the stuff that you've done in this group, you bought on yourself. And in regards to working with Dennis without confirming it with Porsha was dead wrong. Okay? That was dead wrong. And I like that despite what Porsha has done to others in the past, that they can put that to the side and call what's going on now is fair, right? Whatever Porsha did or had going on with Fallon and Simon, that was between Porsha, Fallon, and Simon. But in this situation right here, Drew, this ain't got nothing to do with you. This ain't got nothing to do with you, and you trying to insert yourself in what's going on here. Okay? Kenya shares with, I believe it was Kenya or Cynthia. I believe it was Cynthia shares with Drew that when Kenya was doing Life Twirls On, that she got Cynthia's blessing and she had to respect her for it. Okay? Then they get on talking about what's worse, a whore or a hoe. I think whores are more professional. You know what I'm saying? The hoe probably just be sleeping with everybody and don't get paid nothing. Don't get nothing. But a whore gives me more professional, like a Lori Harvey or a, you know what I'm saying? Those type of girls. Young Miami. What else happened? Oh, Angela said that she asked Shamia, why did she ask Drew in front of everybody, was she fucking Dennis? And she said that Shamia said that she didn't say that. And she was like, yeah, she did say that.
You a damn lie.
You lying, Angela. And I like you, Angela, but you lying. She didn't say was she fucking. And Kenya said that she 100% said it. Now, this is the thing. Bravo is not good at really giving us something because we won't find out if the girl really said it or not. To the reunion, they'll have some behind the scene footage. You know what I'm saying? But in my opinion, from what we saw on the show, she didn't ask her was she fucking him. She asked her was she dating him. Angela, you put a lot on there, okay? Shamia ended up meeting with her sisters. Now this is crazy. Shamia and all her sisters, none of them look alike, but I can see Miss Sarah in all of them. Does that make sense? I can tell that they all belong to Miss Sarah. I can tell that they all Miss Sarah kids, but they don't look like sisters, if you ask me. Okay? Shamia said that she feel emotionally drained. You know what I'm saying? I know that she's going through a lot with just Shiloh alone. She said that she had a lot of surgeries for Shiloh last year, and she doesn't know what the future looks like for Shiloh. Plus, she had an ectopic pregnancy not too long ago. Now Shia got to go get her tonsils removed. She said that, you know, Gerald's trying to talk. She talking to a surrogate for another baby, and she nervous. She said she just want to make sure she got enough love for everybody to give. Okay, and she kind of made it seem like that caring for Shiloh is taking priority over what's going on to. It kind of seems like that caring for Shiloh is taking priority over what she's able to do in her time for Shia. And Shia kind of feels neglected. And that can be a lot when you have I don't want to be disrespectful, and I don't mean to be funny or whatever, but when you have a sickly child, that when I say sickly, I don't mean like, you know, anything malicious. I'm just saying where you got to take them to the hospital over and over, and you got to do a lot of stuff. Sometimes the other child gets neglected, but it don't sound like Gerald is. And see, everybody say they want a nigga with a bag. Everybody want a nigga bag with a nigga bag with a nigga bag with a nigga with a bag. But Gerald don't seem like he care. Gerald seem like he want Shamia to, you know what I'm saying? Baby, get some more kids around here. Get some more kids around here. Can we have real talk though? And I'm not trying to be funny, and my heart breaks for Shamia. Is Shamia storyline supposed to be that? Is Shamia's storyline about to be Shiloh? I know we're not about to run through the storyline this whole season, girl. With Shia already 15 months, mama. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be grabbing my heart and shit. You know what I'm saying? Having heart palpitations every time I look at the screen and shit, girl. You know what I'm saying? We gotta. I don't want this. I'm not trying to be funny, Shamia. We're gonna have to come up with another storyline better than this, girl, because I'm not gonna be able to take it. I'm not gonna be able to take it. Okay. Next, we got Angela. Okay, they got an investment property. Her and Charles got their third investment property. Now she tried to talk about Charles getting kicked out of Madison Square Garden and how it affected their marriage, and they lived separately after that. I think that she just wanted to say that on TV. Because in my head, I don't see how Charles getting kicked out of Madison Square Garden in 2017 affected their marriage. I just think that's how she wanted to put it on TV. Okay? Now they're trying to have a vow renewal. You know what I'm saying? And she said that she feels like Charles is trying to hold it over her head until they get the money back from these investment properties that they did. Now, I thought that Angela told us that she was a self-made millionaire. Didn't Angela tell us that she was a self-made millionaire? Because it seems like she was trying to get Charles on board to help her with these houses. And it seems like, you know, everything is dependent on what's going on with these houses over here. It's not given that she a self-made millionaire like she said that she was. Charles is cantankerous. I don't think that Charles is cantankerous. I think that Charles is probably like a loving guy. He just got that hard exterior on the outside. She did tell us that, right? Okay. She did. Yeah, she did say she was because I don't think that I would have got the nigga mixed up. I'm just me unless he was giving me the money and just giving me for me to have. Like, I'll invest in your business, I'll invest in your dreams here, take this money. Right. But I wouldn't be trying to have him up in my business like that in case some stuff go down. You get what I'm saying? In case some shit go down and he up here, you know what I'm saying, claiming shit. I don't think I would have did that. Okay? Next, we got Drew. Drew went to her lawyer's office. I don't know what Drew's trying to do. See, certain girls can take risks with fashion. You got to be an it girl to take that outfit that Drew had on. That ain't for, I don't think that nobody should be wearing it, but especially not Drew. right? It's a certain girl that could put on an outfit and be like, "Oh, this is fly. Y'all just not up on this." Dorit is one of those girls. Dorit can put that outfit on, and some people will be like, "I love that bitch had on." You get what I'm saying? That ain't Drew. Not Drew. Drew, that was a mess. It was a mess. Okay? Her lawyer lets us know that they wanted Ralph out of the home when they went to court, and now they're trying to sell the home. So what it's giving me is that Drew or Ralph probably can afford the home, but Ralph told the judge that he can't afford to pay for the house and another place to stay. That's why he had to end up staying in the basement, which is understandable, right? But it doesn't give me that Drew can pay for the house by herself. That's why when Ralph gets out of the house, they're gonna try to sell the house. Okay? But they say they don't know what Ralph can afford because they haven't seen his financials. Okay? I feel like he probably hiding something. Okay? Then the lawyer said that, you know, your divorce documents and stuff are sealed right now, but they're going to become unsealed. And Drew started crying, talking about she don't want the kids to find out. Here come Drew trying to fight us with the kids again. Girl, you are on a reality show. You are on a reality show. Everything that woman read that was in them sealed documents, we already knew. And we also knew that your mama used to bust in the room when you and him was having sex and would look at his penis and stuff after y'all, when she would bust in the room. You told us that. Your kids are going to know that too. You said it on camera. You said it on camera. Don't be trying to come over here and fight us with them kids. Okay? Oh, yes, Andrew Mack, where you been? Yes. Her mama, the pastor, the good pastor, used to bust into the room while she was having sex with Ralph to see what he was working with. Put a one in the chat if you remember that's what Drew said about her mom. Yes. Okay? Next, we got Porsha going to the spa with Miss Diane. Okay? I think I speak for all of America when I say, Porsha, we don't give a damn about your divorce. You're not going to get any sympathy from the Real Housewives of Atlanta fans, even the people that go up for you. You're not going to get any sympathy with this divorce from Simon. Number one is because when you got with the nigga, first of all, it's how you got the nigga. That's number one. And number two is when you got with the nigga, you gave the Real Housewives of Atlanta fans your ass to kiss. So we can't even say what type of marriage you had with the nigga. We don't give a damn about your divorce, and you're not about to get no sympathy. And I'm seriously, every time we see you on this camera, you keep, I'm going through so much, I'm going through so much, I'm going through. Girl, you ain't going through nothing. You didn't even know that nigga like that. Okay? Miss Diane look beautiful, though. You know, I feel like Miss Diane, she saved Porsha. Because when we saw Porsha on Porsha Family Matters, we saw her mama's side of the family, and we saw her daddy's side of the family. And, you know, I'm just saying it was a difference between her mama's side of the family and her daddy's side of the family. It was a difference between it was night and day. Okay. Diane said that she felt that Simon was always Porsha's protector. And words mean stuff. What do you mean always her protector? She didn't even really know that nigga like that. For him to be always her protector. She didn't even know that nigga like that. Okay? She said that she tried to reach out to his side of the family to assist her with what's going on with Simon, and they rejected her, and they said they didn't want to intervene. Okay? She told her mama that she went out with Shamia, she was feeling low, and she was trying to feel good, and Shamia told her that Kelli and Brit was just talking about her the whole time. You know what I'm saying? And Diane said, why would she tell you the negativity when you're trying to feel better? I know y'all been friends since high school, but you got to watch the dog that brings the bone. Okay? Girl,
I don't like this at all.
I don't like this at all, y'all. I don't like this at all. Miss Diane is right. You got to watch the dog that brings the bone, because every time somebody bring a bone to you, it can break a person sometimes. So you don't need to come and tell me everything that's going on. However, and I don't really go up for Shamia like that. In Shamia's case, it seems like that she damned if she do and she damned if she don't. You know, from what I remember, her and Porsha was going to go have drinks. They went to the strip club and they was having fun. And before they started having fun, she told her, "Look, the nigga text me. He got my phone. They got a text message that he did. And then these what this girl saying to me. And then y'all ate, y'all got drunk, and y'all got to playing with some strippers and stuff like that." You get what I'm saying? And I do think that Shamia should be allowed a little bit of grace in this situation from Miss Diane. What it's giving me is that Miss Diane them don't really mess with Shamia. Don't mess with Shamia like that. The fact that she will go in there and say that, I just feel like that. I don't know. To me, I just feel like that. That Miss Diane is correct in what she's saying, y'all. But in my head, I do think that Shamia is allowed some grace. But it seems like that she damned if she do and she damned if she don't. If she would have sat there and let the girls talk about her and not go back and tell Porsha, then she would have been looked at as a fake friend, as a bad friend. You know what I'm saying? Then she go and tell you, and now she's still bad. I don't like this at all. Okay? Now Kelli got her Mommy and Me event. Okay? It's going to be hosted at the Balmain store. The store is going to be closed down, so she's raising awareness for osteogenesis imperfecta, and Balmain partner with her for this event. Okay? Kenya about Brooklyn. I love how Kenya and Brooklyn be dressed alike, and Kenya have the adult version of the outfit on, and then Brooklyn have the little girl version of it. Okay? Angela ended up bringing Arlie. That's her child with Charles Oakley, okay? And Pilar and Porsha, they came dressed alike too, but again, Porsha had on the grown-up version of the outfit, and Pilar had on the little kids version. Did y'all see how Pilar was waving when she came in? I said, all right, okay. Oh, and Arlie looked like she had on the same outfit. If I didn't know no better, if I didn't see Angela walk in with Arlie, I would have thought that Arlie was Portia's niece or something like that, because Arlie looked like that she was dressed. Arlie looked like she had on the same exact dress as Pilar and Porsha. Okay. We found out that Drew and Porsha used the same makeup artist, and the makeup artist told Drew that he was going to Porsha after he left Drew, and Drew slowed down her makeup process so that he could take less time on Porsha. And so he basically threw Porsha face together in 15 minutes. Porsha didn't look bad, but something was missing. If you understand. First of all, I feel like the makeup artist is not professional. We was not supposed to know that Drew was not supposed to know that he was going to go see Porsha next. That's unprofessional. Just like that messy punk over there that was over there with Dorit and Tracy Truder. She's not supposed to know where you're going next. You just need to know that I'm here and I'm doing your face. But Porsha didn't look bad. It just looked like something was missing. Oh, was it? It was the lashes, concealer, the lashes. She didn't have any lashes. Okay, the hair was looking crazy. Tunizi, baby, it was giving bows. The hair was giving bows. I like it with the half up and half down. Okay. I must say Kenya looked good this season. Okay. The girls come in, they greet each other. They made it a point to show us that Brit came in. Brit said, "Hello, Miss Kenya." She had like a little stank look on her face. And then Kenya gave her a hug that she always wanted from Kenya. And Kenya had called her the Balmain Barbie and told her she looked cute.
And did you see that dress Miss Thing had on?
You see her behind in that
Girl,
dress?
just all up her butt.
Baby, that dress that girl had on was not for no Mommy and Me event. Baby, the dress was all up her butt, baby. Dress all up her butt, okay? Shamia and Angela arrived. It was hard for me to see if Shamia was dressed like her daughters. I didn't see Shia there. Was Shia there? I don't think that Shia was there. Kelli told her that not Kenya. I believe that Kenya told the girl that Kenya told the girl she looked like Balmain Barbie. They was trying to fill the room out to see, you know what I'm saying, how they was gonna go with go with the date. And then Shamia started taking personal digs. She started taking personal digs. She went and said that the girl had a retro nose. And not only did she do that, she went in a confessional and like started playing with her nose and had her nose and stuff sucked in.
Let me take that in for a second. Listen.
And y'all, not Shia got her tonsils removed. Shia did get her tonsils removed. I'm not being. Wait a minute. Hold on. Shia did get Shia got her tonsils removed. Am I tripping? That's what I saw. I believe that's what I saw. Shia got her tonsils removed. They took her to the thing. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on with these kids over here. Shia got her tonsils removed. I'm not being funny, baby. I don't play with the kids like that. We're gonna play in a little bit, but I wouldn't play with the kids like that. She went and got her tonsils removed. Shamia, we taking physical digs at people, Shamina, I don't think that we want to go there. And I'm not being funny. I'm just saying, we talked about things that will make a person go there, and I would have got the bitch up off me. I would have. We talking about me? You know what I'm saying? Keep it cute, Shamia, because baby, we got we got one of the exhibits in the room, baby. I'm just saying, girl. Girl, you gotta have everything together to come at me with a physical dig, baby. We can, shade each other about little stuff like that, girl. But baby, exhibit A, bring me that stroller, bitch. Kelly says that osteogenesis, now baby, okay? Now, okay. She said that osteogenesis, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Imperfecta, that's what they there for. And we may know it as brittle bone disease. And she said that 3 of her 4 daughters got it. Okay? 3 of her 4 daughters has got it. It's the youngest 3 daughters, the 12-year-olds and the 2 6-year-olds. Okay? And I'm like, oh my God, that means that he had it. And she probably didn't even know that man had it. She didn't know that she had it. Because she got 2 baby daddies. Her oldest daughter got her own daddy. Then the last 3 got their own daddy. They share the same daddy. And I'm like, okay, this man was over here beating on you, hiding you in closets, stealing money, and he ended up giving this stuff to your kids.
You can't do that.
Girl, what is good? Girl, Kelly, all I'm hearing is negatives, girl. All I'm hearing is negatives. Girl, what was going right? And then they came out looking like him with a bow? Girl,
You can't do that.
I can't do it. I can't do it, girl. Wait a minute. Okay? She said that she knew that something was wrong because her 12-year-old, she had touched her arm, and she said that her mama had took her to the hospital, and that the police came to the door and they wouldn't let her leave, right? And she said that they thought that she was abusing her daughter. You know what I'm saying? The husband got that shit. The husband got that brittle bone disease and didn't let her know it. And them kids look exactly like her with a bow. Now, I got a real question that I got to ask y'all. And I know, I'm not saying when the 12-year-old was 3 months old. I'm saying the oldest one, her oldest child from the man. I have a question. And I know that y'all gonna take it shady. And listen, y'all gotta know my heart to know it's not shady. Y'all gotta know my heart to know it's not shady. If you are sensitive, just click off the video because I gotta ask. Because if I don't ask, I don't know. Okay? Now, mute. Mute if you can't take it. Okay? Now, does osteogenesis imperfecta affect hair growth? That's all I want to know. Does it affect hair growth? Because, baby, these are girls give a whole new meaning to kicking pools. Because, baby, they ain't even got nothing to pull. I say, my God. I don't know if I don't know if it affects hair growth or not. I don't know if it affects hair growth or not. I'm going to have to look it up. I do believe that it do, and we just don't know it yet. Because usually when they introduce us to stuff like this, they usually tell us what's going on with it. Like, they usually tell us what's going on with it, what it can cause. The only thing that she said was that it had the little blue stuff that they ran the light over the eye or whatever, and it was blue. But she didn't really tell us. Okay? Next, Drew came in with her sisters. And Drew came in with all her family. You know, her sister sick, her sister take pills. And Angela comes and she tried to speak with Shamia. Okay? And she tells Shamia, you know what I'm saying? I think that we got off on a bad foot. And Shamia was like, I know that we got off on a bad foot.
Too much.
Girl, it was too much that she was doing. Shamia is doing too much, and it's almost coming off as if Shamia. Okay, she's like, look, girl, that ain't the temperature that I operate in. I would love to talk. And Shamia said, you know, I'm receptive, and I would like to meet Angela and not Drew's representative. You know what I'm saying? You're doing too much. You're doing too much. You're doing too much, Shamia. Okay. And she was like, well, you know, that was Angela that you met. Yeah, Shamia is very aggressive. Shamina is very aggressive. She's like, girl, you know, that was Angela. And she said, so you speak on Drew's behalf? And she was like, well, girl, I will. But baby, you was speaking on Porsha's behalf. Thank you for the super chat, Q. He said, boy, it's a place for you. Left myself, you were hilarious. What I do? Yeah, Google says brittle or thin hair. What? Okay, thank you, Dina. Shamina is doing too much. Okay? And so she was like, girl, we don't need to talk. I'm good on you. That's what Shamia said. And she was like, all right, you a mean girl, and it go good with your name, Shamina. And she said, girl, if you don't take it on back with that 99 nose. Shamia, are you serious? Okay. And then she was like, okay, Flavor Flav.
Well, look how she ate that.
Ate her right on up. Now, Porsha went over there and Porsha said, girl, they said that you talking about somebody's physicality. That you talking about somebody's physical. And she was like, well, she called me Flavor Flav, so we even. Girl, she called you Flavor Flav because you was a hype man, Shamia. Be careful. You got to be careful, Shamia, because she called you Flavor Flav because you was a hype man. But see, the thing is this. Y'all think that the only thing that y'all saw when she called her Flavor Flav was dark skin. She could have been calling her Flavor Flav. Yeah, boy, right. Come on, boy, the nose is crazy. The nose is crazy, but it's a lot of stuff about Shamia. It's a lot of stuff about, Shamia, etc. It's a lot of things about Shamia that, you know what I'm saying? Let's not talk about what's crazy in the room. That's all I'm going to say. Can we, listen, let me get up off of here because y'all going to have me. What I'm telling you is, yes, the nose is crazy. But it's a lot of stuff about Shamia. And look, okay, girl, y'all, listen. I'm just telling you, I would have got her up off me. That's all I'm saying. But the thing is, y'all only make it, we got to get out of the colorism stuff. She said that it was the hype man, okay? And they said, you know what I'm saying? She looked like LaToya Jackson, but I don't think that Angela is a bad looking woman. And Angela was on Watch What Happens Live last night. Angela is a really, baby, Angela Angela swallowed Will Packard on their couch. Do you hear me? I didn't know that Will Packer was not 5'9". Angela is huge. Ain't she 6 foot? Angela, but that is the type of woman that I expect to be with a NBA player or a man like Charles Oakley. You know what I'm saying? Like a bigger man. She's a bigger woman. That's a big 4-figure woman. Thank you for the super chat, Top Shelf. He said I was waiting for colorism to hit ATL. Oh yes. Oh yes. You know that's what they was saying online though. She said Flavor Flav because she dark skinned. The girl didn't even say nothing about her being dark skinned. Okay. Shamia goes to Drew and she apologizes to Drew about asking her the question in front of everybody. Okay? And then one of Kelly's daughters, the twins, they came over there and they told Kelly, Mommy, we ready to go because we hungry.
Oh my God.
I say, wow. Bravo. No, they didn't have to show that. If you, baby, I'm telling you, you have to watch them Bravo producers and you got to watch the Bravo cameras. Okay? That little girl came over there and said, Mommy, now they was already over there eating cupcakes. They was tearing them cupcakes and stuff up. And the little girl said, Mommy, we ready to go. We want some real food, child. We want some real food. Okay? Drew asked Porsha to talk. And Porsha says, you know, I was sick, so we can reschedule for next week. And Drew was trying to get her to talk. Like Drew was like, girl, I want to talk now. You know what I'm saying? We could talk right now. You here, I'm here, let's talk now. And she had a lot of extra on her at this particular event, but she didn't have it, the lot of extraness that she had over there at Shamia's house. Because when she was talking to her over at Shamia's house, she was like, oh, really? Porsha. You know what I'm saying? But this time she's like really, really ready to talk or whatever. And Porsha's like, girl, where is all of this audacity coming from? And I look back and the audacity was behind me. And that's how I know Porsha ain't no real bad girl like that girl. Because if I would have saw Drew's sister over there with that Bridgerton wig on, I would have said,
Can't none of y'all bitches. Hold on.
Can't none of y'all. I don't care who you came in here with. I don't care who line them up. You ain't gonna play with me here nor there. You ain't about to play with me. I don't care because your sister take pills. Y'all don't scare me. And then they look like they were scared too because you know the sister was like over there looking like she was scared in the corner because you know Shamina was there, and you know Shamina was gonna try to jump in too. If it really would have got down, Shamina probably would have fought Drew for her. But you know, that was the episode. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like the episode is really about to get really, really good. I'm telling y'all right now that Brit, I don't trust her. I don't trust her. To me, I can already see that she wrong. We already know that she wrong because we've seen it from now. But Kenya, that don't mean that you get to do no revenge corn. Okay? Now, what was I gonna say? You know, okay, so let's talk. The question for today is, was Shamina taking a low blow? Was that a cheap shot when she started talking about the girl's nose? You know what I'm saying? Because it's a difference between like shading and stuff like that. It's a difference when you get into an argument with somebody and you get to talking, you get to peeking out features that a certain person got. You get what I'm saying? I thought that was a low blow. Shamina was a low blow. And Shamina hit her with a low blow. Okay? And yeah, that's the question. Let me drop the link. Thank you for the super chat, Jerry I. He say, I know what you're saying, Gabor. You're not going to talk about my nose when you got a special needs baby. Wait a minute. Jerry I, thank you for the super chat. Jerry I, that ain't what I said. I feel you, but that ain't what I said. That ain't what I said. You're not going to put that on me. I'm just saying, if we going low, let's go low. If we going low, let's go low. Let me jump the link. Okay. Low, don't come off your cherry out and throw tomatoes. Low blow for sure. Leave the special needs kids out of. Well, we got to leave all the kids out of. I don't think Shamia was projecting. The woman knows does look crazy, but they have nothing to do with what they're talking about. Right. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. You bringing this up and we talking about Porsha and Drew, and then you sitting up here talking, you gonna go at my nose? You gonna go at my nose? Mm-mm. What's good, Trent? What's good, Kelli? What's good, Lovely Mo?
Hey, everybody.
Hey. So do y'all think that Shamina went low? Y'all all on mute.
We're waiting for you to ask us the question.
I just asked. Could you hear?
Also, you said, did Shamia go low?
Did Shamina go low? I don't know a Shamia. I know Shamina.
Oh, the mean girl. Oh, yeah, she definitely went low. Anytime you discuss somebody's features, whether it's natural or surgical, that's just as low as you can pretty much go.
Mm-hmm.
But Shamia likes to try to be the mean girl. That's why she tried to make Eva feel small with that Missy Elliott rumor. She started talking about Phaedra's age and her features and her surgeries. That's just kind of her go-to. She wants to be mean, but she's just I don't know if she's cute enough to be that mean girl. Like she can never be Giselle, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Do you think that should okay, let me not go. Do you think go, okay. All right. Kelli, what
I'm
you
in
think?
suspense. I'm in suspense. But wait a minute, Gabor, did you know that that Brit Edie is Fallon's first cousin?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yes, I told y'all that last week.
I missed it when you told me. I just learned about it this today.
No,
I
they
guess I
are real
realized
first
it.
cousins. They got the same last name.
Yeah. Okay.
And I would have thought that and me too. I would have thought that Brit would have had more to say about Porsha stealing her cousin's husband than Kelli did. But Brit didn't really say anything when they was over there.
When Sheree had that housewarming party and she had her girlfriend tell Nene, "I got room to grow. I can be your size one day." That was Cordell Stewart's wife, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and so when Porsha got on the show and said that her and Cordell dated for a year before they got married, and they were married for a year when she got on the show, is that not weird too that they don't bring up any of these indiscretions about Porsha stealing people's husbands? Like they could have made that a plot point, like you've done it before with Cordell. Mm-hmm.
He was
And
married
apparently
before
messing with Porsha at the same time.
Well, I don't know, but let's not go back. Yeah, let's talk about this. I don't know nothing about that. But I knew that was his wife, or that was his ex-wife or something at the time. But I don't know if Porsha was messing with him or if there was any overlap with that.
The timeline she gave was, which they definitely could do it this season though. That's that girl first cousin. But you said we talked about it last time. I don't remember you saying it, but okay, so I won't go back to it then. We already talked about it.
Alrighty. What's good, Kelli? Do you think that Shamina hit a low blow?
Yeah. I think, and I also think that Shamia was waiting to say that to that woman.
Yes,
she
was
just waiting
like she was really
for this lady to do one little thing to her, and she was gonna go off on her about that nose job. Now, to be honest, the nose job is bad, and it is a little hard to look at her. I'm gonna just keep it real.
Girl, it's a lot of stuff that we got. Let me tell you something, Kelli. It's a lot of stuff that's hard to look at, and we look at it and act like we don't see it. So let's not go there.
Exactly. But I would have just, unless she said something about my appearance, I would have just kept it kitchen table talk and off the show. I wouldn't have went there the minute this woman had an issue with me. You know what I mean? I do think that was a low blow. I think it was very immature. And it's like, Shamia, you almost 45 years old. Like, what are we doing? You know, you've been on the show for years. Like,
I think that she was looking for a moment. I think that she was looking for a moment, and it just made her look whack to me.
But
because if you said it's one thing, but you going into confessional and doing it and saying, yeah, it may be petty, but she came into my house and she did this. No, girl, you really just wanted to go there with the girl. Now, I will say this, Angela did lie because she didn't say, was you effing the man? But I don't think that it really was. It doesn't seem like the Shamia wanted any resolve with her. And it's about something that has something to do with other people. It wasn't that they just got off the wrong foot with each other.
It wasn't like they.
It was something that went with other people. Again, if we're gonna go there, let it make sense, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's like Garcelle and Bozeman getting into it. Like they ain't had no issue. It was Dorit and Kyle and Sutton. You know what I mean? It's like the same type of thing. Now, as far as Brittany not bringing up this situation with Porsha, I personally, unless I hear different from Brittany, I think it's because Porsha is telling the truth. And I think that people have made up this narrative in their minds about her stealing this woman's husband. But I don't think that's exactly what happened. And I don't think she met these people on the show. I think she already knew Simon. You know, I think that people are thinking like, oh, she met these people on the show. The girl invited her over and blah, blah, blah. That's, according to Porsha, she already knew Simon. I think they had already been on some dates before Fallon. So if you think that you're going to cheat on your husband and he not going to go back and try to talk to one of his old women that he was talking to before he got with you, you are sadly mistaken. Simon was not about to stay with this girl. And I don't even care about Simon because Simon is gone. He's in a detention center. He's not filming. He's not a part of the show. Fallon's not a part of the show. Jalen's not a part of the show. I don't even want to hear no more about this storyline because none of these people are on this show.
Yeah, let's talk about the people that's on the show though. But yeah, exactly. So you think that it was a low blow? You think it was a low blow?
Of course. I just think that nobody was talking about anybody's appearance. It gave Mean Girl, but as Trent has said, Shamia has done Mean Girl things before, so my good eye is on her. She giving me
what has she done that was mean before?
She's giving me the Atlanta version of Sutton.
What has she done that was mean before? What has Shamina?
Trent was saying that.
What has Shamina done that was mean?
The stuff with
Phaedra was going around. I don't think that that's true. Phaedra was going around saying stuff about Shamina.
And what did Eva do to her?
Yeah, what did Eva do to her?
She didn't do nothing to Eva. She was wrong.
What happened with Eva?
When she asked Eva, was she messing with Missy?
That was something.
No, she said, "Is your husband okay with you having a relationship with Missy Elliott?"
Yeah,
like she brought that woman's family up and everything.
She brought it up but at the end of the day, she still brought it up on the show. But the point is, I mean, yeah, she was still wrong for that.
Even if she had been with Missy, that was years ago. So why would her husband now that she's with now have a problem with some relationship she had years ago? Like
that's what I say about
people.
That's what I say about people trying to be getting up in your business acting like they talking to you under real talk, and they just really trying to get up in your business.
Exactly. That was some Mean Girl stuff. I don't know. My good eye is on Shamia. I think she might be the person that y'all want to make Sutton to be.
What?
This mean rich lady that thinks everybody is beneath her.
I think that.
I think that Shamia is gonna end up not being a fan favorite by the end of this because I don't know. She do too much. She's just not that girl for real. Can't nobody take Player P off the map. I just really feel like she overdoing herself with all of this. Trying to be that it girl, trying to live in there. I don't know. Maybe Candy putting the battery in her back or something. I don't know.
No, Todd put the battery in. Candy does other things. She doing both.
All right.
Oh my God.
What do you think? Do you think that Shamia went too low, or do you think that Shamia went low or not?
Can y'all hear me? Okay, I'm walking outside.
Yes, we can hear you.
I do think I like Shamia, but she did do too much. Like Angela really did walk up with no drama. Like she was like, "Hey, we got off on a bad foot," and then Shamia was just like went in. So I think she was being mean.
Yeah,
like she was. And I mean, I don't think it's a low blow because I mean her nose isn't natural. So if it was her natural nose, yeah. So, but we all know she got that done. So I think you can go with that. But it was just unnecessary.
So you think that you don't think it was a low blow because it was her nose? You think it was a botched surgery?
Oh, it was a low blow because they weren't even talking about looks at all. Like Shamia just went in and was like, "I'm done with you." I'm just like, y'all haven't even talked since that time. Like, so I don't know. I don't know what was wrong with her that day, but maybe she's like stressed out.
Well, I was going to say that, but I didn't want to say that.
Yeah, like she does have a lot going on.
The thing is, people always say you know, maybe Shamia mad at the world because you know what I'm saying, and probably she's probably so aggressive with what's going on because of what she's been through, and so she's probably mad at the world. Thank you
Yeah,
for the
because she
super
did
chat,
just have
Jerry.
that atopic pregnancy.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for the super chat, Jerry. He said, I don't like Kenya, but Shamina drinking her hair care as water at Kenya's event was mean. It
Oh
was
yeah, that
looking for
was
a moment.
mean.
It was looking for a moment, and she would not have been on my boat. I would have kicked her off my boat when she tried to come to
Now
my
I
boat.
don't agree with y'all saying Shamia was mean to Phaedra. Phaedra
Me
was
either.
hella mean to Shamia first, so no.
She
But
was.
I don't remember what happened with Eva, but I do remember Eva saying she was black with a Q. I remember that.
But that was after my mom.
No,
I
she was
know, but it was
saying that
still.
in reference to the singing group Black. Like you
I
might think you
st-
can sing, but you can't sing like them. That's what Eva was saying.
Girl, no, Kelly, baby,
That's
don't
not
be
what she
No,
was
she
saying,
was
Yep,
Kelly.
saying you
that's
sound just like
no,
That was her
Eva
Shamia.
was
apologetics,
trying to.
Kelly.
Baby, Eva was
Black
saying
with a
that
Q is in reference to the group.
yes,
Black.
It
Yes,
was a
but
double
she was
entendre.
using
her
that as
exact words
a
was Shamia is black and not black with
Callie's
a
yeah.
right.
Q,
Callie's
meaning
right.
she
She wasn't
black
saying
than a motherfucker. That's what she was trying to say. Don't be.
Yes, she
Let's be
was.
real. Y'all know. Y'all
No, I
listen.
thought she was saying she couldn't sing.
No,
That's
baby,
what
she
I
was
thought she
saying
was saying.
no. You look. Let me. And I'm trying to teach you, baby. Each one teach one.
Oh
She
my
was
God.
trying to say she is black. Shamia is black, and she's not black with a Q.
Yeah.
I thought she was
And
saying like, yeah, you a black woman, but you can't sing like them.
No,
That's
she
what I
wasn't
thought she
saying
was
She
that.
saying.
she can sing,
She
Kelly,
wasn't.
so we can go ahead and rule that out.
She wasn't
She was
saying.
definitely
She
right,
doing
wasn't
that.
saying
and
that,
Black
baby.
wasn't
Now,
that
if
big.
Shamia was not a wannabe singer, maybe I would have thought differently. But Shamia always running around singing every time she opened up her damn mouth, damn near.
Callie, she meant it to be colorist. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Now
Plain and
Angela proved
simple.
herself. Angela proved herself not to be colorist when she said the
Yeah.
Flavor Flav thing. But then she was like, "No, as a hype man." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Well, y'all no, you have to
Because
check yourself because I didn't think that she meant because she was dark skinned.
well, with the clips, beforehand that we got, I thought so.
See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta check yourself sometimes. You
Yeah,
have to check
those
Softly,
are
that's
you
producers.
exactly
have to
what
check
she
your
meant.
own
It was
stuff
a color.
sometimes. I didn't
Flavor
know what
Flav's
Well,
she
she did.
documentaries
She
go
was
to
Flavor
Flavor
Flav
Flav's
for
on Western Science.
Halloween.
yeah, but I
Before
just
her for Halloween. I
I
mean, him
never
for
would have
Halloween.
I never when she said Flavor Flav and the people had outrage last week, I honestly didn't think anything that had to do with dark. I just thought that they was just, jonesing with each other. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think it was because she was dark or anything like that.
Oh.
And I think that a lot of people, it just goes to show that if you, okay, all right. Thank you, lovely Mo. What's good, Naomi? Do you think that Shamia went too low or took a cheap shot?
Yeah, she definitely, I don't know. I think because what Angela said actually hurt her, like her calling her a lapdog and the way that she read her so calmly when they were working out.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what got Shamia so angry because everyone's always calling her a lapdog.
Mm-hmm.
But she just proved her point by even being even more of a lapdog. So it's just ridiculous.
Mm.
And yeah, I like the way that Angela got her together. Like she read her pretty funny at the party in front of everyone.
Mm-hmm. And then for
Like
Shamina to be sitting up there talking about some Angela Oakley taking over for the 99 in the 2000, that's not giving Jamie Foxx. It's not. It wasn't even funny.
no, it's not. The one thing I found funny that Shamia did in the confessional when she like squished her nose together and then sucked her later.
Mm.
That was funny because it actually looked like her nose. But I think Angela's beautiful. I think
Yeah,
she's
I do
actually
too.
really pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like
think she's
what a
cute.
yeah.
Did you see her last night on Watch What Happens Live?
No.
She looked so good last night on Watch What Happens Live.
Oh, I gotta watch that. Who
She
was
had
on
on
there with
all
her?
gold.
Oh,
What's his name? I'm reading his book right now.
Will Packer.
Will Packer was on there.
okay, yeah. And I like how she's like a boss, like she has her business and stuff like that.
Is she really a boss? Because it
Naomi.
seemed like that she was. It seemed like that she was waiting for. It seemed like that she was waiting for approval from Charles.
It's given she a rich housewife and wants to pretend like she got a business. That's what it's giving.
Monique. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Sutton. Okay, got it.
Naomi,
Yeah.
would you let her renovate your house after she did that to her nose?
So,
Yeah, her house looks good.
oh,
Gabor, you need a book club.
Wow. A book club? Would y'all read
Yeah.
the books?
Yeah, you always reading something. you,
I be trying
you
to
should
get
have
y'all.
one.
I be trying to get y'all to, but y'all know you know what they say. Niggas don't like to read.
Well, I'm in
The
school right
audio
now, so it's hard to read, but, but I
they have
would.
audio books
I
on
agree, Alexa.
Spotify.
Yeah, they both. That's what I'm saying, Kwame. I will say this: they both are being lapdogs. And when Angela said, "Yeah, I will speak on her," just like you speak up for Porsha, they could have just went there, but to just go on the girl's nose, Shamina, was nasty word. What's good, Q? Do you think that Shamina took a cheap shot?
Good evening.
Good
Um,
evening.
I do think she took a cheap shot because I was like, she was very aggressive,
Yes.
very aggressive in all
Yes.
capital letters. I thought that Angela walked over there with class. I thought that she walked over there very, very, very polite, very ladylike, and Shamina was just very aggressive. I don't know what happened before she walked in there. I don't know, something happened behind the scenes. I don't know what it was, but I was just like, did we miss something? Like, why are you coming to her like that? She's simply asking you a question. And she was really just trying to be nice and like, just pleasantries, like hello, blah, blah, blah. And Shamina was very aggressive. And I will say this. I think that the problem that we having with reality TV is, and I've said this before, you said this before, a lot of us have said this before. You can't even be on reality TV no more, argue with somebody without them using colorism. And I didn't think that Shamina, I didn't think that Angela calling her favorite flavor had anything to do with her skin color. I thought it had everything to do with her being a hype man and just how she looked in the face of Shamia. Shamia is not that cute. So that's what I thought. But again, it's kind of sometimes difficult to enjoy these shows when everything becomes a colorism conversation because it's like, damn, you can't even argue with nobody no more because of their skin tone. So I just think people
and anything that you say to somebody too is automatically. It don't even matter what she's saying, but people are going to think that she was talking about her being flavor is her skin tone, and that's just what they're gonna run with, and they don't even care that she even explained what she meant by it.
And the other thing is, only black people are like, well, she dark skin, no, she this color, she that color. Look, in the outside world, you either light skin or you dark skin, and to me, they around the same complexion. So I don't even know why we got colorism. And again, if that's going to be how the show is going to be, then we just shouldn't have any more reality TV because we can't base everything every time somebody argues with somebody on their skin tone. Because people are going to say what they want to say at the end of the day.
I was going to say, aren't they the same color?
Yeah.
Am I tripping?
But we talk about the internet though. The internet will find a reason to do whatever. And I think the other thing is they're trying to push Shamina to be the face of the franchise. They're trying to push her that so everybody who not really fans of her are trying to be fans of her. People who know the show ain't working, trying to make the show work and this and that. It's just not successful. And I also thought Shamina was trash anyway for letting her sisters get on TV looking like that. Her sisters look a damn mess. For you to have all that money, you couldn't have called your sisters and say, look, we ready to film today. Come over to my closet, let my stylist do something with your hair, let my stylist do something with your face. Like, she should be embarrassed. And
Gabor, can we get a picture of reference?
And also, I feel like this. I'm not, and I'm gonna leave it alone after this. I'm not one to tell nobody what to do with I'm not that person who's like women need to do this, blah, 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 with their stomachs and babies and stuff like that. But girl, if you already putting yourself through all this and you already having all these complications, you either need to stop having kids and stop trying or go down there to the adoption agency. But stop trying to have a child if the IVFs are doing this to you, get ready to cause you strokes and blood clots, all that kind of stuff. Like, mama, give it a rest.
That's what her husband wants, though.
Okay,
yeah, but he might not have no wife. That ain't nothing to play with.
He needs to find another way to do it because you putting your wife's life at jeopardy. So there are other ways to have it. And if the surrogate is not good enough for you and the adoption agency is not good enough for you, you better love on them two girls you already got because you won't get no more.
Yeah, they need to adopt or something.
So that's all I got.
All righty. What's good, Top Chef? Do you think that Shamia took a cheap shot?
How you doing, Gabor? What's up, panel?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Just leaving the gym. This is what I think. I have a few thoughts. I think that Shamina, it was a cheap shot at first. Then I thought it was mean as hell and inappropriate because all of her promo interviews that she's done, she's talked about it over and over and over again. At that point, that's on some Phaedra shit. Stuff. Because to me, the nose is just like talking about Kenya's butt. And then this just like saying like, oh, we have this one disagreement. I automatically say, you got a fake butt. You got a fake butt. Look at your nose. This is Latoya. Every interview she's done, she's talked about that situation. Now, to go back to what Trent said, Trenton is right, because I listened to Candy speak on it with Shamia. Candy put a battery in that woman's back before the season aired. Everything that Candy said to do, Shamia is doing on the season. When they start to argue, just walk away. She did that last night. You have to make your reads quick and get in and out, because they're going to add a little. She's doing all that, exactly what Trent said that Candy did. That's what she's doing. And when Kenya was on Speak on It, she said years ago, she says, Porsha and what's the girl, Drew, they're the exact same person. And we're seeing that right now. They both lie. They both full of it. And it's like, I really don't care this Shamia versus Angela, because I really don't care for Porsha or Drew, because they're the same person. They both lie. They're both full of it, you know? Mm-hmm. So that's how I feel. But I do think it's wrong to talk about I think it's wrong to I don't think it's wrong to talk about someone's physical appearance. Her coming for the nose, that's not bad, but it has to be warranted. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I think that thanks to OG, thanks to Candace Dillard Bassett, we now talk about colorism on these shows when it really was never a thing. I hate it because, like you said, Gabor, by she saying, "Oh, you look like Flavor Flav," that's more of what you think of it, like the viewer thinks of it, than what it really was. That was just shade, like, "Oh, you somebody's hype man." But if you looking at a colorism, then that says more about you.
Agreed. Yeah.
You holding it to your chest.
But the thing with OG is so weird because Evelyn is not black. That was racism. And typically when you have that homegirl that wants to be black and hang out with the black folks, as soon as she got a problem with it, you were N-word, you blackie, you a tar baby, and all this other stuff.
Blue
That's
monkeys.
how they do. So I don't understand why people could clock that.
And OG was aggressive. Shamia was aggressive. She came in hot. The girl came to her just like, "Hey, look, I just want to talk to you." And then you talking about LaToya Jackson and nose and stuff like that. Like, come on. It wasn't warranted. I don't know. I like Shamia, but I think that I do. I think she, she all right. I think she has a good story. I think she's good for the show. Do
you think she's the female Jamie Foxx?
Hell no. I think she's better as a housewife than Girl on Potomac. She should be a housewife, if that makes sense.
Will Packer had said last night, she was telling Will Packer, you ought to get Shamia because Will Packer said that they're doing the girls trip too, and he's looking at some talent from Atlanta to probably be on there. And she's like, you ought to get Shamia. She's the female Jamie Foxx. I said, girl.
No, that's good shade. I like that. But anyway, that's all I got. But I agree with most of what people said here.
Let me ask y'all a question before we go. Thank you for the super chat, The Informed. He said Shamia dressed up as Flavor Flav for Halloween.
No one saw that. Angela did not see that.
She posted it on her Instagram yesterday.
But that wasn't in real time. So
who follows Shamia?
Angela know. You know what I mean?
Do y'all think? Listen, I could be wrong, but do y'all think that Kelli kids with that I came from that man, her ex-husband?
I personally think it came from her because she looks like she has some developmental issues herself.
I think she is either she's an LP or she has some other chromosome thing happening.
If she
Yeah,
an
there's
LP,
something
Right. I
with
think
her.
that's
if
perfect thing.
she's an, y'all always want to blame the woman. If she a LP, he a LP because he ain't no taller than her. Really?
Who?
Oh, I never saw him. I didn't know that. They
No,
probably
he's a
both
big
are.
fat.
short too.
He's a big fat guy.
He's a big fat guy, wide, but he ain't tall though. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought he was tall.
No, he ain't tall. Let me see. Let me pull it up. You ain't doing
They
it. But
both
look,
might have something with their chromosomes then. If they're both that short, because she look like she's probably 4'11".
Just as a side note, I just want to throw this out there. It's such a beautiful day in LA right now.
Oh my God, it's so beautiful.
We don't care.
Is daytime over? Oh yeah, it is. I forgot.
But that crazy wind is coming back.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, let me see if I can find that.
While you, Trent, I'm gonna buy some of your shampoo. It's good for. It won't. It's not like sacred, right? It's gonna eat my hair out.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's you wait. Sacred did what?
Your shampoo is not like sacred.
What does sacred do?
I haven't heard that about sacred.
Ball you to the scalp.
Oh my God! No, my shampoo is mild enough for daily use. You can use it twice a day if you want, or you can use it once a week.
Okay, I'll send you a review.
Oh, much
You
appreciated.
were selling shampoo.
I have a shampoo line.
See, you guys make me feel like a slacker. I gotta hurry and get my business going.
I know y'all inspire me, really.
Yeah, I'm not on the ball enough.
But y'all, I can't find no picture of them, y'all. But that's all I got for today. But thank y'all so much for coming up, y'all. I appreciate the love and support, and I'll see y'all later on. Adios.
Adios.
Adios, everybody. Like.
Call daddy, tell him 25 got it. Call daddy, tell him 25 got it. Call daddy, tell him 25 got it.